it's Grace here. We are in New York City and we're gonna jump right into a foundational workout. All right guys, so let's get started with our warm up. You're gonna step those feet shoulder width apart, hands right at the chest. We're gonna start with some basic squats. Press those palms together, spread those toes in your sneakers, sit those hips way back. Nice deep squat, keep this going. You keep moving, just showing from the side. I want my knees to press out over my toes as I sit down and back. Let's go for 4 more of these. Just nice deep inhales and nice deep exhales. 2 more. Good, right from there we're gonna take it into a reverse lunge. Arms gonna reach over the head, come back down towards the hips. Alternating step back with your lunge. Think of lengthening through the sides of your waist, reaching towards the sky. Should feel really nice on those tight hips if you've been sitting all day. Let's do 2 more just like that. Reach it back and up. Good, and then go ahead and take those feet nice and wide, width of your axle. Arms are gonna reach straight out in front of you. Lateral lunge over to the side. Exhale, press through. Good. Here you wanna feel your feet like suction cups. Spread those toes and drive through those heels. Bending a single leg side. Sitting into that hip and pushing through. Let's do 4 more. Find a nice easy breath pattern here. Take your time. There's no rush. 2 more. 2. 1 more. Right here. Big sit. Step it up. Little modified jumping jack. This is my favorite way to get everybody in my classes warmed up. Sort of opens up through the thoracic spine and through that rib cage side of the body for 4. In 3. In 2. Full jack. Let's take it up. Up. Nice and strong. Starting to feel your own power. Reminding yourself today what brought you into your workout. Let's go for 8 more here. Breathe. And breathe. Good. Here we go. We got 4. It is 3. It's 2. Let's go ahead and pick up that barbell. We're gonna take the barbell over the head. Hands just on those hash marks. Shoulders right underneath the wrists. Bending one knee up. Alternate. Go for a nice active center here. You really wanna start to focus on your abdomen. Pulling the navel into the spine, feeling your core kind of wrap around a tall neutral spine. Let's go for 4 more. Start to grip your barbell. Feel your grip strength going on. 2, and 1 more. Good, from here, we're gonna take the hands all the way up, go into a second set of squats. We're gonna go right into our overhead squat. Strong grip on that bar. Inhale down, exhale, drive it up. Inhale down. Exhale, drive it up. So my feet are at least shoulder width. I have a little bit of rotation in those ankles, driving my knees out over my toes, and focusing on keeping my spine really tall. 3 more, you keep going, just showing you from the side. Sit it all the way back. Press through. 2 more. Press through. Final 1, big stretch. And go ahead and bring that barbell back down to the center. We're gonna finish up with 1 more move to get us nice and warmed up. Feet as wide as the axle. Single arm down. You're gonna inhale. Rotate into rotation. Exhale, come on down. Let's do 2 more this side. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, down. 1 more time. Inhale. And switch it up. Same arm. Alternate, switch. And then here you want to just really start to feel the power in your core. Getting that nice stretch through that middle back. 1 more time. Big reach up. Bend those knees and slowly round it up. All right, now that we're nice and warm, let's get right into the workout. First sequence is gonna start us in a front rack squat. So index finger on or around that hash mark on your barbell. Slide those elbows forward. I'm gonna push forward and then rest that barbell right against the shoulders, the deltoids, and the clavicle. Feet are about shoulder width. We're gonna inhale, slow to lower. Exhale. Now this is our first level of that front rack squat. The reason why we use the front rack squat is to keep the upper back in a nice tall lifted position. Keeps us from rounding and compensating up, so it's gonna force that nice tall spine. Now I want you to think of your feet separating the floor from bottom to top. You keep going, just turn it from the side. So you're really, really active. You feel your core bracing, but don't let those elbows fall down. 2 more, 2 more. Slow on the way down. A little bit quicker on the way up. 1 more. Let's do 8 more. Just speed up your pace. Little down and push. Think inhale, exhale. 6 more. Keep it up. Good work. Elbows drive forward. Light grip in those hands. Here we go. You got 4. Drive it up. For 3. Focus on those glutes. 2. 1 more. 1 more. And rest. Nice work, you guys. So let's go into our next exercise. I'm going to turn to the side here so you can see my lines. I'm going to step back to a plank hover. So in this position, I want shoulders right over my wrists. And I want to try to rock my knuckles neutral. grip my barbell, try to pull it apart, and then hover those knees right over. I'm trying to get my back nice and flat, and I'm really bracing my core like crazy. If you're new to this, know that you can always start here, lift up for a few moments, and reset, building your progress over time. If you're ready for a little bit more and you're still in that hover, stretch your legs straight, stretch your legs straight. Boom, we're in our full axle plank. I like to think, grip the barbell, pull it apart, push through my hands, and keep my back a little bit higher than I think it needs to be, just to stay safe here. Let's go for 3 more deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, tall spine. Exhale, kick through the heels, pull up through the squats. 2 more, inhale. Looking good, guys, keep it up. 1 more time, deep inhale. Step 1 foot forward, and reset. Nice work. All right, we're gonna go back up into that front squat with overhead press. So feet are gonna be a little bit wider than the shoulders. And then I'm going right back into that front rack position. Light grip with the hands. If you need a stronger grip here, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're here today, in a couple months, you'll be here. So keep practicing. Nice even tempo. We're gonna go down, 2, 3, drive up, reset. Deep inhale, lower, 2, 3, exhale. So I want you to try and fill your rib cage, fill up your diaphragm at the base of that squat, and then use your exhale for your hip thrust, right? We're training that vertical push right here away from the floor. Inhale, down, 2, 3, press up. You keep going, couple more. Down, 2, 3, press up. Let's do 2 more together, slow. Down, 2, 3, press up. 1 more time. This tempo, 2, 3. Now a little bit quicker, single counts. Go down, press through. Here we go, big bend and push. You keep going. Think elbows forward, chest up, press out on the knees. We got 4 more. 3. Let me hear you breathe. 2. 1 more, strong grip. Drive it up and rest. Nice work, you guys. Just gonna go ahead and turn it sideways so you can see my body again. I'm gonna go from a nice flat back squat position. So this is one way I like to train my students how to get into a nice strong plank or plank cover. Let's start that plank cover. So, nice strong grip on your barbell. I want you to think of gripping it and pulling it apart so the shoulders are nice and active. So grip it and rip it. 1 foot's gonna step back, shoulders over wrist, push through the hands, the other foot joins. Boom, we're in our hover. Level 1, you stay right here. Level 2, or if you're looking for a little bit more, both legs nice and strong. Good, and then from this position, you can go a little wider with those hands. Focus on that core activation. Couple more breaths, we're working the core for 3, 4, 2, stay with me. Good, now we're gonna add on here. Level 1, bring those knees down. We're gonna try and lower, bending the elbows tighter to the rib cage than you think they need to be, and press through for that full push. Inhale as you lower, exhale to engage your core to come up. Couple more, and if you're feeling pretty solid on the floor, tuck the toes, lift those knees, inhale, take that bend, exhale, drive it up. 3 more, inhale, take that lower, exhale. I'm actually a little bit sore from my Wednesday night class, which is super nice. 1 more, deep inhale. Walk it out at the top, step a foot forward, and come on up. Let's roll those wrists and shake it out. Give yourselves a little round of applause. That was nice, guys. All right, sequence 1 is done. We're heading into sequence 2. So you're gonna go for a single leg rear delt. No, not a single leg rear delt fly. A single leg RDL. Romanian deadlift. So hands, index finger on that hash mark. I like an open grip, thumb is out. Single leg, I'll take my right foot, left leg's gonna be back. To start this one, I roll my shoulders back, and I just drop my tailbone to lift my navel up. From here, we're gonna inhale, lower to a nice flat back. Exhale, lift it up, nice and smooth and slow. Right, in this one, you really wanna focus on your alignment. That is key here, right? Watching that back leg, stamp the foot on the wall behind you, but also watch your hips here, right? Tendency is to want to externally rotate at the hip, but I want you to think, point your hip, your knee and your toe straight to the floor, so that we have this really nice even hinge at our hips. Couple more reps. Keep this going. I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see me and my movements. And it's okay if your standing knee is a little bit bent here, right? It can be a little bit bent. Some people like to lock it out. I like mine a little soft, so feel out what works best for you. Let's go for 2 more. So you get a nice bit of work up the back right leg. And one more. Nice inhale, tall spine. Right into that second side. Switching feet, 1 foot down, other leg's gonna go for it. Inhale, reach, exhale. So right about here, you're gonna notice that one side is a little bit harder or a little bit easier than the other. This is pretty normal for everybody. So just take your time. On my left hip, I really have to cue in to my brain and body connection and really watch that right hip from external rotation, because my left glute is quite a bit weaker than my right, and it's trying to force me into that external rotation. So really fight it, spread your toes, work through that tall spine. You guys keep going. Just gonna turn back to you. Let's go for 4 more reps. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Keep that grip nice and strong on your barbell. Whoop, 2 left. Inhale to hinge, exhale to lift. Let's go for 1 more. Inhale to hinge, exhale to lift. Nice work, everybody. From this, we're gonna take it down to the floor for our single arm push. So we're gonna build this one up nice and slow. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see my body. I like to take my hand to the very center of the axle, and then I even bring my axle car, a little bit to the right here, so that I'm driving nice and straight. From this position, I'm in all fours. I want you to keep even weight between both hands. We tend to lighten up the hand on the barbell, so keep that hand nice and heavy. Opposite leg of hand that's on the bar is stretching out, and we're gonna go ahead and reach the barbell out and pull it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale to engage. Nice. And what I really like to think here is that tiny little pelvic tilt happens, tailbone down, belly button's in, nice and tight. And then when you're ready, you're gonna float that back leg up off the floor, single arm push out and in. If you're feeling really good here, we can go ahead and take that back foot down to the floor, step on up for that full single arm push. And here, we're gonna work the hips in the same way we did in that single leg RDL, right? And we're really gonna focus on keeping those hips square, fighting that anti-rotation. Yeah, let's do 2 more. Big squeeze, 1 more. Inhale, exhale, knees down. I like to take a little stretch back. Let's go ahead and switch sides right away. Left hand to the center of the barbell, right arm down. Shoulders over wrist, hips over knees. Right away from here, back leg stretches out, opposite of hand on the bar. You're gonna inhale, stretch, exhale, pull. What I like to think about to keep weight even is I even press down through the hand on the barbell a little bit more than I think I need to. When you're ready, float that back leg off the floor. So this is a really good place to start. There goes my car, it's driving up the tracks. This is a really good place to start just to work anti-rotation, really feeling that core active. You could also pull that back knee in, focusing on keeping the shoulders and the hips nice and square. And then if you're ready to take it up a notch, when you come in, both legs up, full plank, feet nice and wide for more stability. Feet closer together makes it a lot harder. So do your best here. Let's go for 2 more. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull, inhale, reach, exhale, knees come down. Little child's pose stretch. Oh, it feels so good. All right, let's come back up onto our feet. We're gonna go right back into those single leg RDLs. Right foot down. Let's take a deep breath together. Roll those shoulder blades back. Solid leg down. In 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take it slowly to that flat back and lift it up. Here we go. Take her down and lift it up. I'm gonna have you do about 2 or 3 more reps, and then I'm gonna give you an extra challenge today. On top of the single leg RDL, I want you to add a row at the bottom of your next RDL. Right here, we're gonna add that row. Big pull, release, stand up. Nice and smooth. Now this is one place I know I need to work on a little bit, and watching my bar path. You keep going. Bar path should stay really close to that leg. Pull right back through and up, and then come right back underneath that line. Let's go for about 3 more. Find your breath, come back to your center, connect, 2 left, take it down. Beautiful axle wheel, saving you when you fall off balance. Take your time, let's do 1 more together. Inhale, lower, whoop, exhale, pull, release, and come on up. Nice work, you guys, shake that standing leg out. I know my foot's burning a little, tight calves. Left foot, second side, shoulders back, lift that heart. Let's take it down. Inhale, lower. And exhale, pull. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, tight core. So I really like to focus on my grip, even though I'm not super working here with the barbell overhead, but I still like to have that strong connection to my barbell. Let's go ahead and add your row right here. Inhale, take it down. Exhale to pull. Relief. Good, you guys keep going. If that single leg RDL is not for you yet with that row, you can always come to 2 feet on the floor, going just for your regular row after you've finished both legs, yeah? So this is always an option if somebody's not feeling that single leg. We should do one more rep on that left side. Inhale to lower, exhale to pull, inhale to lower, exhale, stand up. Nice work, guys. All right, let's shake it out, and then let's go back down to the floor, where we're gonna finish up that second set of bird dog to single arm push. So one hand to the center of the axle, other hand down on the floor. Shift your power over a little bit. Level 1, we're right here, straight leg back, let's lift it up. Chin is down, spine is nice and neutral. And we're reaching out, we're pulling in, I think even weight between both hands, yeah? It's really easy to pour all your weight into the hand that's on the floor, so keep an active push in the hand that's on the wheel. If you want to take it up a level, both toes tucked, let's hit 4 more. Inhale to stretch, exhale to pull. We've got it, 2. Let's go 1 more. Nice, easy. Can you switch right away? 2 hands down, other hand center. Let's take it away. If you need to modify, remember that left knee comes down, right leg stays up. Inhale, reach to exhale, pull. Modification. Let's do 4 more full. If you're still there, keep rocking it. Let's go 3. Inhale, exhale, 2 left, 2. 1 more, big reach, and pull. Let's take those knees down, hips to heels. Stretch her out, let it go. Wonderful job, guys, really nice work. We're gonna finish this workout up with a nice bit of active core. I'm gonna take you through our kneeling rollout next. If you need a mat, if you need extra support underneath your knees, I want you to grab that now. Otherwise, we're gonna come down onto the knees for our last sequence here. Hands are gonna be nice and wide as the shoulders. And this is where I really like to use that grip and rip sort of thought process. So I'm gonna grip my barbell, I'm gonna try to rip it apart right to left, untuck my toes, I'm gonna come up as tall as neutral as I can. With the inhale, I'm gonna reach everything out, go nice and tall and long. With my exhale, pull it back up, nice and strong. So some of you might start here today. Get there, keep that active core nice and strong. We're trying to resist extension of our spine. Oh yeah, it's tough. So you want to keep yourself from doing this. Keep that tail down, those ribs and hips connected super strong. And again, if you're feeling any extra tension, I want you to squeeze your barbell, yeah? Hands can go nice and wide. Some of you might find that a little bit closer is better. Let's do 2 more, as big as you can. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, big squeeze. There it is, let's go 1 more. Big inhale. Exhale, and rest. Nice work, guys. We're gonna sweep those feet out from behind to in front of us. We're gonna come all the way down. Again, if you need a mat for your back, for your body at any point, always do it down. So for this next exercise, we're gonna come to a tabletop. It's kind of a little borrow from Pilates, and bring your hands right over your chest. 2 knees up, 2 feet up. Right away, get the low back down here and feel your center pull in, belly button to spine. Hands are gonna go nice and strong and neutral. This is a great place to feel where your axle gives you a lot of feedback. So if it's moving around, we really wanna tighten up through those shoulders, tighten up through that core and those hips. From here, I'm gonna inhale, reach your back, just about 45 so I don't go through lower back extension. Exhale, curl it up, find a nice strong crunch. Inhale to reach it. Exhale, press down through the shoulders. You can get a nice bit of lat work here, as well as core. So it's kind of bringing everything full circle. Really working the core. Those wheels will stop you if you go too far. And then just be really careful. Keep going, guys. I want you to do about 6 more. If you get here in this position and your back goes like this, we've lost the purpose of the exercise. So I want you to maintain that pelvic tilt. Keep those ribs nice and tight. You got 2 more reps. Let's go for it. Big inhale to reach. Big exhale to curl. Let's go for one more. Big inhale to reach. Big exhale to curl. And then rest, relax. Take a little moment, shake it off, shake it out. We're gonna finish this party up with some Russian twists today. So for the Russian twist, I always have people start on their sits bones. These are the two knobbiest bones at the base of your pelvis, right? And when you can feel those sits bones, we know that you're in a neutral posture. So find your sits bones, move the extra cush out from your tush, and then from this position, bend your knees with the barbell right across your hips. Little tuck of the pelvis, so you're gonna roll off your sits bones just before your coccyx. Feet come together, knees are bent, hands right out from the chest. Roll the shoulders back so that they're not squeezing up, and then just start to lean back until you feel your abdomen engaged. Nice and tight, should feel a little shaky. Then activate through the inner thighs. Inhale, twist to one wheel. Exhale, twist to the other. Yeah? Inhale to exhale. Keep this going. Think about keeping your toes, your knees, and your hips nice and square. Inhales to exhales. Keep this up. Now, if you're happy here, if you're starting to feel the burn, don't give up. Don't come down yet, keep on going. You keep moving. I want 20 more reps. If you're feeling good, keep it going. If you can do a little more, start to lift the feet, adding even more challenge here, right? Really think about those toes, those knees and the hips. Last 10, little quicker. Here we go. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, big finish. Go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Cross those ankles one over the other and just take a little stretch forward. Nice work, you guys. Let's take one hand down, the opposite arm's just gonna reach up for a big side stretch. And exhale, switch sides, one arm down, one arm up. I'm gonna take you through a slow cool down, a cool quick down, a quick cool down, just to finish off and sort of let our body soak up all the goodness we just took it through. So come on down to your knees. Axel's gonna come right up against you. You're gonna step a foot over. Back toe's gonna tuck under. Hands on those wheels. And when you're in a kneeling hip flexor stretch, I just want you to think of lifting up out of the hips versus sinking into. You wanna create space here. Drive the hips forward gently. Same arm is foot forward, comes down. Opposite arm goes up. Deep inhales through the nose. And deep exhales to engage that back glute so you get that nice deep opening. You're gonna add a little side stretch. This is one of my members, my students' favorites. And then just release out of that very gently. No quick movements when we stretch. Front leg's gonna stretch forward. Inhale, lift that chest. And then exhale, gentle hinge at your hips until you feel a nice stretch up the back of the leg. If you're going for something a little deeper, opposite hand comes across. And then we just breathe into that leg. Kind of feeling those single leg RDLs already. And then right back up. And then here, we're gonna bend that knee, lift it up and over, and switch. One of my first Axel classes that I ever taught, I did not carefully pick my foot up over, and I face dived into the ground in front of my very first class. It was hilarious. I'm sad that you didn't see it. Back toe's gonna tuck, back foot's gonna engage, and then just slide those hips forward. Again, think lift up and out of to create space in the hip socket versus sink in, right? Lift up, same arm as leg forward, goes on, opposite arm overhead, and then just a nice big stretch. Opening up through that side body, feels so good. And then back up through center, both hands on that wheel. Gently slide it back, stretch that front leg forward. Inhale to lift the heart, and exhale to hinge forward at your hips. This is a really nice way to just open up that top end of that hamstring. Feel a really nice stretch in the insertion. And just breathe. That's all we can do is just breathe. All right, my final and most favorite stretch with the Axel. I want you to go ahead and come on up to your feet, guys. Step those feet shoulder width apart. And then this one, I just like to start sinking nice and slow and low into my squat. Once my hips are in their happy range, elbows inside the thighs, and I'm gonna actively press out with my elbows. Hands can come to heart just for a moment for myself. And then if you want a little more love here, you can do hands on the barbell or even hands inside those wheels. Press through, and then think of opening through the hip sockets, dropping those sits bones down, lifting your heart and lengthening through your spine. Let's take 3 deep breaths together as a team. Nice deep inhale through your nose. Nice deep exhale, pull the navel to the spine. Let's do 2 more just like that. Deep inhale through the nose. Deep exhale, keep pressing those knees out one more time. Go for a deep inhale. exhale, release those hands onto your barbell. Fold forward for me. Take a nice little booty shake, little release, bend those knees and round it up, guys. Awesome job today. Thanks for rocking it with me. I'll see you next time.